Hi everyone. So I filmed this video so many times, ends up being way too long. So I got a little post-it note now and I'm just gonna talk about these things. So I'm 30 weeks pregnant. Whoa. I say it every week, but this is like 30 weeks is like you're in the home stretch. I mean, you have 10 weeks maybe. I mean, you could go further, but like this is the it, you know? I have a little over 2 months until my due date. And I mean, and who knows when she's going to come. She could come early, you know, but she needs to stay put. She needs to stay in there until at least, 39 weeks. You know, if I could handle it, if I could have some say in it. So, okay. Symptoms have been really crazy this week. One started actually the day that I turned 30 weeks, which was Saturday. So I'm going to talk about those. So the first one that I started that really pretty much picked up like last Sunday was, I'm extremely emotional. I could cry at the drop of a hat, and this was actually, it's not as bad now, but it was like that during the week. If you guys follow me on Facebook, you know I've been having a little bit of a rough time with Weston with tantrums and him playing how he plays with other kids, and because yes, I do have that child that gets very territorial, that is, you know, wants to play with kids, but just he can't handle when they're playing with him. I don't know. The only girls that he can play with, or girl, I should say, that he can play with is one of the Megans on here. That's on, she doesn't do videos anymore. But her daughter, she has 2 girls, and one of them is older than Weston, and he just loves her. That's the only one that he can play with where he doesn't actually, like, try to hit her. It sucks. And you guys, I've tried everything. So, I don't want to get too much into that because that could be a whole other video. But, you know, it's just a thing that some kids go through, you know. They have a heart, they're just getting into that phase of, like, explaining their emotions and wanting to be independent but still want to be, like, you know, mama's little boy. And it's just, it hit an all-time high last week, and I was just like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I just feel like I'm the worst parent, and you know, my hormones were crazy. And so we are doing a lot better emotionally wise. We have figured things out with Weston on how to deal with his tantrums that have really helped, and I honestly have to thank my friend Faith for that, because we were just doing timeouts or cool down moments in the corner in this spot of my house, and I don't think it was working. So you might hear him in the background. He's actually playing with Evan right now. He's like super hyper. So he's not screaming because he's mad. So anyways, back to the symptoms. Emotional. I have had quite a bit of pelvis and hip pain. That, again, also pretty much happened in the beginning of the week. I think baby girl went through a big change in weight. I think she put on a bunch of weight. She was moving into different spots, and my hips and pelvis were accommodating for that for her. And she was essentially just like sliding into place. I think that my belly has gotten a lot bigger. When I look at previous photos or whatever, I'm just like, I'm not that much bigger, but you can tell there's a difference. I actually feel like I'm lower too, in where my belly sits. So, because I don't think I really was one of those people that like, oh, when you're with a boy, you carry low, and girl, you carry high. I don't really notice the difference. Some people say they can tell that I'm carrying a girl, but I think that has had a lot to do with the whole pelvis and hip pain, but it has gotten a lot better. The only pains that I have now are she kicks my hip. She doesn't kick my ribs, because you guys know I'm very long-waisted. I never really even had that problem with Weston. I never felt any discomfort in my ribs, unless I was like hunched over. So she has been kicking my hips, which has been quite uncomfortable. You can tell that her bones are bones now, you know, they're hardening. Her kicks are very hard. Sometimes I'm just like, whoa, like kind of like stunned at how strong she is. So I've been dealing with that. I have been getting a few days where I have leg pain. The only way I could describe it is it's not growing pains, it's really just my leg feels sore, or my legs feel sore, my butt will feel sore. If any of you, when you have your period and you feel a lot of pressure, just like right in the base of your butt, that's the only way I could describe it. So if you've had that before, then you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you know exactly the feeling that it feels like. It's no fun. Like, it's no fun when it feels like that. Thankfully, I haven't dealt with sciatica as bad as I did with Weston. I'll have tiny little bursts where I'll get like a little sharp pain and then it'll go away. So I'm very grateful for that, because if I had that coupled with taking care of Weston, I don't even know, because it was bad when I was pregnant with him. I have been feeling, which this one started on Thursday. I thought I was getting the stomach flu because some of my friends have had it, and I was super nervous that I was going to get it. But I think I have the lovely third trimester, things that happened in the first trimester coming back. So I am nauseous for most of the day. You guys know when I was pregnant with Weston, I had it for like, what, a week and a half, 2 weeks. So, and what that wasn't that bad. It wasn't, you know, yes, there was days when I was like, oh my God, I'm about to throw up, but I never actually got sick. This one isn't too bad. Like right now, my stomach, I just feel like I have gut rot. I'm still able to eat anything. I don't have any aversions. Some things do bother me and smell. Weston was playing in my husband's car. My husband has cologne in there. And when they came in the house, they smelled like it. And I was like, get out of my face. Like, you stink. So that is one thing that I've noticed. But I have been feeling fluish too. And that's what you get in your first trimester. So I think that this week has catched up to me in terms of how I've been feeling emotionally, and then it's been affecting my body. I had a few days when I was having irregular contractions. Yesterday or Saturday night, I was actually having period-like cramps, like my cervix was hurting. So I wasn't getting any cramping or tightening in my belly. It was just my cervix. So I think that she has actually turned to head down now. She has been transverse and head up for a long time, and I no longer get kicks on my cervix. So this is great news, because if any of you guys know, you want your babies to turn, you don't want them to be feet down, you know, you just want them to be the right way. So I'm about 90% sure that that's how she is now, because the kicks are more at the top and they're more at the sides. She's not, I usually can see her bum, like I could feel her bum versus her head a lot. So, I'm hoping that the whole sickness thing doesn't last. I mean, I know that essentially it's just going to get worse. But I am going to start doing yoga, just at home. I posted something on my Facebook the other day about this prenatal yoga that I found, and I'll post it down below for you guys, I just love the way the woman talks. It made me feel great. I actually felt really good the next day. So I'm just going to stick to doing it every day, to being active every day. I know that it probably sounds weird, but if I lay down too much, I end up feeling more crappy in all areas of my body. So I got to do that. And the last one is anxiety, feeling anxious. I can't really pinpoint a reason why I'm feeling that way, but these last 3 or 4 nights, I have had really interesting sleeps. Usually I can sleep very well when I'm sleeping, but if I happen to wake up, I immediately feel anxious. And no, it's not because I'm laying on my back. I'm always laying on my left side or my right side, but mainly my left. And I've just been feeling weird. It's just something that I don't like to feel. My husband said, you know, maybe these last couple of days have just affected you in so many ways that your body is just trying to regroup. And on top of that, she's growing. She's getting bigger. My heart is pumping more blood. My body is trying to work harder to do these things. So I'm going to do the best that I can for these next few weeks to, like I said, do not hot yoga, to do the yoga, prenatal yoga at home, to do some sort of ritual before I go to bed where I am fully relaxed. I think I'm going to start reading before I go to bed, not checking my phone before I go to bed, because you know how terrible that is for you, and just being more center in myself. I know that probably sounds corny, but it's the truth. I just need to get back to myself. Yes, I am anxious, you know, to be really pregnant and still taking care of another person. My husband is going away for 4 days next month, and I am definitely stressed out because of that. But I don't know if that's the main reason. So this is now 10 minutes long. I will end you guys with that. Everything else is going really well. I don't feel I don't feel that whole pelvis pain and hip pain like I did in the beginning of the week, so that's great. So I guess week 31, because that is today, because I'm 30 weeks and 1 day or 2 days or whatever when you're watching this. When I post this, I'll probably be 30 weeks and 1 or 2 days. So I technically am in the 31 week now, and I don't feel terrible. So I just gotta eat right. I got to take care of myself mentally, and I'll be fine. So I know that this vlog could probably sound like I'm complaining a lot. I'm going to talk to my midwife just about how I've been feeling when I see her at my 32-week appointment. So I will see you guys next week for my 31 week. And yeah, I'll show you a belly shot and let you guys go. So have a great day whenever you're watching this. Bye. So there she is. This is midday, so my belly is a lot bigger in the middle of the day, but it seems to be a little bit more pointier, and she's growing. Okay, bye guys.